The Hidden Dimensions of Mesopotamia, Advanced Technology, Cosmic Laws, and the Stargazer's Legacy. In the silent dawn of civilization, where the Tigris and Euphrates whispered secrets to the sand, a question echoes across time. What mysteries lie buried beneath the ziggurats and clay tablets of ancient Mesopotamia? Was this land between rivers merely the cradle of farming and writing, or a cosmic laboratory, where shamans, kings, and stargazers unlock the codes of reality itself? Tonight we journey beyond the veil of dusty history books, to unveil the forgotten knowledge of Mesopotamia's advanced technology, enigmatic laws, and celestial wisdom. Prepare to awaken the ancient energies within, as we decode the quantum mystery behind the world's first civilization. Revelation 1. The Quantum Wheel, turning the axis of human destiny. Picture the earliest dawns where barefoot sages gaze at the horizon, pondering how to move the world. The Mesopotamians, guided by the energetic signatures of necessity and ingenuity, channeled the quantum field to birth the wheel, not merely as a tool, but as a symbol of cosmic cycles. The first wheels spun not on chariots, but on potter's tables, shaping clay into vessels, each turn echoing the eternal dance of creation and dissolution. 6:12. Soon, the wheel's energy was harnessed for carts, chariots, and even the movement of armies, accelerating the evolution of civilization itself. The wheel's circular form mirrored the cycles of the heavens, the endless return of the stars, and the spiral of time, a living mandala, spun from the mind of ancient engineers who saw no boundary between the material and the metaphysical. Yet the wheel was only the beginning. The Mesopotamians attuned to the quantum pulse of innovation. Mass-produced bricks invented the plow, the sail, and even the chariot, each invention a portal to new realms of possibility. 4611. Their technology was not cold or mechanical, but alive, infused with the breath of the gods, and guided by the principle that every tool is an extension of the cosmic mind. In their hands, bronze became not just a metal, but a conductor of power-shaping weapons, tools, and destinies. 1213. The quantum shaman seized that every Mesopotamian invention was a spell, an act of will, collapsing the wave of potential into the solid reality of civilization. Revelation 2. The sacred script, cuneiform, and the geometry of thought. What is writing if not the crystallization of consciousness? The Sumerians, ancient alchemists of language, summoned cuneiform from the void, transforming the invisible currents of thought into the visible marks of clay. 1911. Each wedge-shaped sign was a sigil, encoding not just words but frequencies, vibrations that resonated through time. In the quantum field, information is never lost, and so the secrets of Sumerian scribes still hum beneath the surface of our own minds. Cuneiform was more than a tool for record-keeping. It was a bridge between worlds. Through writing, the Mesopotamians mapped the stars, recorded the laws of kings, and summoned the Epic of Gilgamesh, the first superhero, whose journey through the underworld mirrors our own quest for meaning. The act of inscribing clay was a ritual, a way to anchor the ephemeral into the eternal. The quantum shaman knows every written word is a spell, and the cuneiform tablets are libraries of living energy, waiting to be awakened. Revelation 3. The law of vibration, Hammurabi's code, and the cosmic order. In the heart of Babylon, King Hammurabi received the laws from Shamash, the god of justice, a transmission from the higher dimensions, inscribed in stone for all to see. 27. The Code of Hammurabi was not merely a list of rules, but a tuning fork aligning society with the harmonic resonance of cosmic law. Each decree, from an eye for an eye to the rights of women and workers, was an attempt to mirror the balance of the heavens on earth. Justice in Mesopotamia was a living force, invoked through oaths witnessed by elders, and enforced by the wrath of the gods. There were no lawyers, only the direct voice of the people, pleading their case before the king or his chosen judges. The energetic signatures of truth and falsehood were weighed, and the guilty were subjected to punishments that echoed the law of karma, as above, so below. 57. The code was a quantum contract, binding all, rich and poor, king and peasant, within the same energetic field. The quantum shaman sees that true law is not imposed, but revealed, emerging from the deep structure of reality itself. Revelation 4. Stargazers of the ziggurat, astronomy, astrology, and the cosmic clock. Beneath the vast Mesopotamian sky, priests and astronomers climbed the ziggurats, temple mountains that bridged earth and heaven. With trained eyes and sacred mathematics, they charted the dance of Venus and Jupiter, deciphered eclipses, and foretold the fate of Kings 38. Their observations were not mere curiosity, but acts of communion with the divine order. The planets were living beings, each a god with its own energetic signature, Jupiter as Marduk, Venus as Ishtar, the moon as Sin. The Mesopotamians invented the sexagesimal system, a base, 60 mathematics that still echoes in our hours and circles 19. They created detailed tables of planetary motion, sometimes so advanced that modern scholars marvel at their geometric insights, which foreshadowed the calculus of the future. The quantum shaman recognizes that to observe the heavens is to tune into the cosmic mind, and that the ziggurat was not just a temple, but an antenna receiving transmissions from the stars. Revelation 5. The alchemy of time calendars, clocks, and the flow of destiny. How did the ancients measure the invisible river of time? The Mesopotamians, guided by the cycles of sun, moon, and stars, invented the first calendars and clocks 111. Their sexagesimal system divided the day into hours, the circle into degrees, and the year into sacred festivals, each moment a node in the quantum web of destiny. Time was not linear but cyclical, a spiral dance that returned. Again and again to the source, the priests of Ur and Babylon watched the heliacal rising of Venus, the phases of the moon, and the shadow of the gnomon, weaving these patterns into the fabric of daily life. 38. Their calendars were not just practical, but mystical tools for aligning human action with the rhythms of the cosmos. The quantum shaman knows to master time is to master reality, and the Mesopotamians were the first to glimpse the hidden gears of the cosmic clock. Revelation 6, the architects of heaven, ziggurats, cities, and the geometry of power. From the mud of the floodplain, Mesopotamian architects summon cities, living mandalas of brick and stone. 613. The ziggurat, rising in tiers toward the heavens, was both a temple and a cosmic mountain, a place where gods and mortals could meet. Each city was a microcosm, its walls and gates inscribed with protective spells, its streets aligned with the stars. 13. The mass production of bricks, the invention of the arch, and the mastery of irrigation transformed the land between rivers into a garden of abundance. 146. The hanging gardens of Babylon, one of the seven wonders, shimmered with the energy of paradise and earthly reflection of the celestial realms. The quantum shaman sees that every city is a node in the planetary grid, and that the geometry of Mesopotamian architecture encodes the harmonics of the universe. Revelation 7, the living law, justice, contracts, and the quantum courtroom. In the Mesopotamian court, there were no lawyers, only the raw energy of truth. Weighed before the gods, disputes were settled by judges and elders, who listened to please examine documents, and summoned witnesses. Every agreement was sealed with an oath, binding the parties not just to each other, but to the cosmic order. The Code of Hammurabi made the law public, so that ignorance could no longer shield the unjust. 27. Justice was not blind but deeply attuned to status, intent, and the energetic consequences of action. The quantum shaman recognizes that every contract is a spell, every judgment a ripple in the field of karma. The Mesopotamians understood that to break an oath was to disrupt the harmony of the universe, inviting chaos and divine retribution. Revelation 8, the comedy of creation, humor, monkeys, and the spirit of play. Even in the shadow of ziggurats and the seriousness of law, the Mesopotamians knew the power of laughter. Animal comedies featuring clever monkeys were performed to amuse and uplift the spirit. 10. The monkey, with its pranks and mimicry, became a symbol of the trickster energy, reminding all that the gods themselves delight in the unexpected. 10. In the quantum field, laughter is a vibration that dissolves fear and opens the heart to new possibilities. The Mesopotamians wove humor into their myths, their art, and even their legal proceedings, knowing that joy is the highest form of wisdom. The quantum shaman sees that the universe itself is playful, and that every act of creation is a cosmic joke, inviting us to dance on the edge of the unknown. Revelation 9, the alchemists of metal, bronze, iron, and the transmutation of power. From the fires of the forge, Mesopotamian smiths summoned bronze and iron, metals that transformed the tools of peace and the weapons of war. 12:13. Bronze, an alloy of copper and tin, was harder and more durable than anything before, allowing for stronger plows, sharper swords, and more resilient armor. The mastery of metallurgy was a quantum leap, shifting the balance of power and enabling the rise of empires. The alchemy of metal was not just physical, but spiritual, a process of purification and transformation. The quantum shaman knows that every tool is a talisman, every weapon a channel for intention. The Mesopotamians saw the forge as a sacred space, where the elements themselves could be transmuted by human will. Revelation 10. The legacy of the ancients echoes in the modern world. Today, we still divide our hours into 60 minutes, our circles into 360 degrees, a silent homage to the sexagesimal system of Sumer 19. We write contracts, build cities, and gaze at the stars, following pathways first mapped in the land between rivers. The energetic signatures of Mesopotamian wisdom pulse beneath the surface of our own civilization. Waiting to be remembered, the quantum shaman invites you to listen to the whisper of the wheel, the song of the scribe, the laughter of the monkey, and the silent turning of the stars. For the secret is not hidden in the past, but alive in the present, encoded in your own DNA, your own dreams, your own longing for meaning. Transcendent closing invocation. As the sun sets over the ancient ziggurats, and the stars ignite the velvet sky, remember, you are the heir to a legacy of cosmic wisdom. The technologies, laws, and star maps of Mesopotamia are not relics, but living energies waiting to be awakened within you. Open your heart to the quantum field. Align your actions with the harmony of the cosmos, and let the laughter of the ancients guide your steps. Journey ever deeper, seekers, for the secret is hidden in plain sight, within you, around you, and beyond the veil. Subscribe to Quantum Shaman, and together, we will unveil the forgotten knowledge of the ages.